Let's talk about WandaVision. I haven't really done any reviews on the show, but for the most part, I was enjoying the show. We're going to talk about it a little bit, but first, I want to talk about Fandom, because every time Fandom has a problem with something, we can go back to, as they're pointing out here, The Last Jedi. A lot of fans of Star Wars did not like The Last Jedi. Didn't like it at all. Some fans did. What it caused was a rift in the fandom and a lot of problems. Now a lot of people are comparing WandaVision to The Last Jedi. Here's what happens. Every time fandom gets upset about something or gets angry about something, the first people that jump in to protect companies and their IP because they're shills are, of course, media. Inverse is jumping in. CBR is jumping in. How dare you have a problem with WandaVision? It's not so cut and dry, though, the way they defend things, right? There's going to be a lot of spoilers here, so if you haven't watched WandaVision yet and you plan on watching it, you better skip this video. Don't watch this video because I'm going to spoil the hell out of the show. In my opinion, this show has an ending just as bad as Season 8 of Game of Thrones. And it's almost kind of similar. It's more comparable to Game of Thrones than The Last Jedi, as in people started out liking the show or got really into it, and then they were let down by the ending. This also reminds me of the Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. Remember Sonic? Remember that ugly design that they had for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie character? And then they were like, whoa, fan reaction's bad. We better change it. And they changed it and made it look more like the video game character, and fans loved it. Who hated that? People like Inverse and CBR. How dare they listen to the fans? They should be listening to us, which is usually the story. But the fandom has a lot of good reasoning to be kind of ticked off when it comes to WandaVision. I mean, all you got to do is look at what they did with Quicksilver. Tech Radar here, of course, was, defending it. WandaVision's Quicksilver reveal was a cruel joke, but it was the right call. Don't always give fans what they want. Why were people upset about this? This show was hyped to do a lot of things. A lot of things. Introduce Mephisto, the multiverse, maybe possibly bring mutants in, though I thought that was a long shot, though they kind of were going to do it right here. So Evan Peters, as you know, was the Quicksilver in the Marvel movies. So as soon as he showed up in WandaVision, everybody was like, awesome. That's the X-Men Quicksilver. They're bringing him over. He's now going to be, they're going to start bringing over the characters that they like from that universe. It's a good way to kind of bring people over. Turned out not to be the Quicksilver from the Fox X-Men universe. It's some dude named Ralph Boner. So it was a prank. It was a troll, to be more true to what was going on there. And a lot of people were upset about that. And I don't blame them for being upset, because when he showed up, what happened? The hype train started rolling. People that fell off the show by episode 3, who were dumping the show because they didn't like the sitcom thing, they were all brought back. No, come back and watch the show, everyone would say to them. No, they just brought Evan Peters Quicksilver in. Come back and watch the show. And what happens? He's not brought here from another universe. He's Ralph Boner. That literally was his name. That was his name in the show. I'm not making that up, which is stupid. Okay, so this right here, you're going to get backlash for this. And then Mephisto didn't show up. No Mephisto. When in the comics, Mephisto is a big part of her twins because, well, in the comics, they're shards of his soul, and he reabsorbs them. And when they die, it causes her to have a mental breakdown, which she kind of did to start the show. And that was another reason why people got upset. Like that, nothing that happened. Like when her kids get destroyed, that usually causes her to go crazy. That didn't happen. Instead, she just flies away. Now, if she's going to become a villain or not, I don't know. But of course, naturally, you as fans, you're not allowed to get upset about this. You're not allowed to voice your frustration. You need to be good little shills, good little consumers. Smile, laugh, consume, move on. You're not allowed to get upset. You're not allowed to voice your frustration. If you do, all of these outlets like CBR and Inverse are going to jump to defend Disney. Why Star Wars, from Star Wars to WandaVision, why opinions sour when fan series theories don't come true. Whole article defending Disney, defending Marvel, defending what they did. No, let's talk about the fans and why the fans are disappointed. You know, we hear you, fans. Let's go over the top 10 reasons why WandaVision's ending was a disappointment. No, let's just go ahead and immediately trash the fans, trash the fandom, call them a bunch of sour wusses, say they're trash, their opinions don't matter, they're the real garbage, they can't understand the genius of these companies, and people are sick of it. This is why outlets like CBR and all these other ones, Huffing Post or whatever the other day, laying off like almost all of their staff because no one's going to their shit. Nobody wants to hear from CBR defending Disney. Oh, Disney is so great, the creative genius of Disney. You fans sit down and consume. Keep buying their merch. How dare you? How dare you have an opinion? So this show, I don't know. I was heavily disappointed by the ending. Really liked this show, defended it. Really thought they were going to kind of at least go a little bit with the comics because that's the way it was all getting set up. And then they just spit in everybody's face. Instantly, this show to me is just as bad as Game of Thrones. Like I love Game of Thrones, but I don't think I could. Oh, I did love Game of Thrones, but I don't think I can recommend it to anybody because the ending is so bad. That final season was pure shit. And now because the last episode of WandaVision was pure shit, I can't recommend this show to anybody because the ending was terrible. But hey, that doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and stand up for Disney because Disney knows best. CBR.com, always there, quick to jump and praise the company, praise the corporations, never the fans. It's never about the fans. Anyway, let me know what you think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.